Imagine this. You're standing in nature's grandest gallery. No walls, no ceiling, no frames, just air, earth, water, and creatures so beautiful they look as if the universe itself dipped a brush in color and painted directly onto their skin, feathers, and scales. Some are dazzling, exploding with neon brightness like fireworks frozen in flesh. Others are subtle, so delicate you might miss their beauty unless the light hits just right. But all of them share one thing. They look too surreal to be real. Tonight, we're counting down the 15 animals with color patterns so unique they look painted. And if you think you've seen beauty before, wait until you meet number 1. Number 15. The mandarin fish. Let's begin underwater, where the ocean's reefs hold a secret so dazzling it almost doesn't look alive. The mandarin fish, tiny, barely 3 inches long, yet carrying a wardrobe so flamboyant it could shame a Las Vegas stage show. Its body is an explosion of electric blue swirls, fiery orange stripes, and flashes of neon green. It's as if Van Gogh and Picasso teamed up for one last collaboration and decided to put their masterpiece into a fish. Most fish achieve their colors using pigments, the same way we paint a canvas. Not the mandarin fish. Its intense blue comes from light-reflecting cells called cyanophores. That's why its colors don't just look painted. They glow, shimmering as though lit from within. And yet, beneath this beauty lies danger. The mandarin fish secretes a slimy toxin from its skin, foul-tasting, bitter, unmissable. To predators, the message is clear. Admire me, but don't touch. It's art with a warning label. If the mandarin fish glows like a neon sign, our next creature, number 14, takes the opposite path. Instead of being seen, it tries to disappear. Number 14. The glasswing butterfly. Picture walking through a Central American forest. Sunlight filters through the canopy, leaves sway, and something flutters past. At first, you think it's a trick of the light. But no, it's a butterfly. Except its wings are transparent. Meet the glasswing butterfly, a creature that wears invisibility like a cloak. Its wings are bordered in soft browns and edged with faint white, but the center is like looking through a pane of glass. The effect is otherworldly, as though you're watching a ghost in mid-air. Why such fragile design? Camouflage. Predators struggle to follow what they can't clearly see. Unlike other butterflies that distract with bright patterns, the glasswing dissolves into its background, slipping past eyes with quiet elegance. And yet, when the light strikes just right, those wings reveal subtle flashes of iridescence, tiny whispers of blue and violet, like watercolor on wet paper. Think about that contrast. The mandarin fish screams, "Look at me!" The glasswing whispers, "Forget I'm even here." Both strategies work. Both are stunning. But now let's shift gears, because number 13 isn't delicate and it isn't hiding. It wears its patterns like war paint. Number 13. The painted wolf. Step onto the African savanna. The sun burns low, the grass ripples like a golden sea, and across it moves a pack of shadows, mottled in black, white, and gold. These are the painted wolves, also known as African wild dogs, and their coats are unlike anything else in the animal kingdom. No two individuals look the same. Their fur is splattered with irregular patches, each wolf like a canvas touched by a reckless painter. Some carry streaks of ivory across their backs. Others look as though dipped in bronze. To see a pack together is to see chaos turned into art. But don't let the word chaos fool you. These predators are orchestrators. Behind their painterly coats lies one of nature's most disciplined hunting machines. Painted wolves hunt in coordinated packs, their success rates rivaling and even surpassing lions. Their beauty is not just in their fur, but in the choreography of survival. Still, painted coats are one thing. Metallic feathers, gleaming like liquid fire, are another. And that's exactly what you'll see at number 12. Number 12. The Nicobar pigeon. On the islands of Southeast Asia struts a bird that looks like it fell out of a treasure chest, the Nicobar pigeon. Unlike its gray, everyday cousins, this pigeon is radiant. Its feathers shimmer metallic green, bronze, and copper, cascading into long, iridescent plumes that catch and scatter sunlight with every movement. From one angle, it glows emerald. Shift your gaze, and it blazes gold. The Nicobar pigeon isn't just beautiful, it's historic. Genetic studies reveal it as the closest living relative of the dodo, the legendary bird that once roamed Mauritius before vanishing forever. In a way, every Nicobar pigeon is a flicker of memory, a reminder of what we lost. The same feathers that once inspired awe now put the bird at risk as poachers and habitat destruction threaten its survival. Beauty can be both a gift and a curse. And yet, if iridescent feathers shimmer like living jewels, number 11 proves that sometimes the most iconic patterns are also the most mysterious. Number 11. The zebra. Black and white. Simple. Stark. And yet, the stripes of a zebra remain one of nature's most enduring puzzles. At first glance, you might think the zebra is too ordinary to stand among such exotic creatures, but pause for a moment. Each stripe is unique. No two zebras are alike. Their coats are fingerprints written in fur. But why stripes at all? Scientists have debated this for centuries. Some argue it's camouflage. When a herd moves, the lines blur together, creating a living illusion that confuses predators. Others suggest the stripes repel biting flies, whose compound eyes struggle to process high-contrast patterns. Still others say the stripes regulate heat, channeling air currents along the animal's body. The truth? We don't fully know. The zebra remains one of nature's riddles, wrapped in elegance. And when a herd runs across the plains, hundreds of striped bodies moving in unison, it's not just survival, it's spectacle. A living painting sweeping across the golden canvas of the savannah. So there we have it. 5 animals already, and each one a masterpiece in its own right. From the neon fireworks of the mandarin fish, to the ghostly transparency of the glasswing butterfly, to the painted chaos of the wild dog, the shimmering splendor of the Nicobar pigeon, and the eternal enigma of the zebra. But here's the thing. We're only just getting started. Because if you think stripes and iridescence are strange, wait until you see what comes next. Number 10. The nautilus. From the golden savannas, dive beneath the waves, down into the silent twilight of the ocean. Here, among coral cliffs and drifting schools of fish, lives one of Earth's oldest survivors, the nautilus. At first glance, you might mistake it for a seashell washed ashore, cream white with rich chocolate-brown stripes curling across its surface. But watch closely, and you'll see something stir inside. Tentacles extend, eyes peer out. The nautilus is alive. Its shell isn't just decoration, it's a blueprint of mathematics. The nautilus grows its home in a near-perfect logarithmic spiral, the same design found in galaxies, hurricanes, pine cones, and sunflowers. It's as if the laws of the universe decided to leave their autograph on this creature. Inside, the nautilus adds new chambers as it grows, sealing off the old ones. With each chamber, it adjusts its buoyancy, floating effortlessly at different depths, like a submarine designed by nature 500 million years ago. Think about that. While dinosaurs came and went, the nautilus endured, virtually unchanged for over 500 million years. To hold one in your hand is to touch deep time itself. But if the nautilus is an ancient spiral of permanence, number 9 is the opposite, ever-changing, ever-shifting, a living canvas that repaints itself second by second. Number 9, the cuttlefish. Imagine you're diving along a sandy seabed. Suddenly, the sand ripples. Something that looked like the ocean floor moments ago shifts, flashes, and reveals itself. The cuttlefish. This unassuming relative of squids and octopuses is perhaps the greatest illusionist in the natural world. Its skin contains millions of chromatophores, tiny sacs of pigment controlled by muscles. In an instant, the cuttlefish can expand or contract them, changing its color, texture, even the patterns sweeping across its body. It can become mottled like rock, stripy like seaweed, glowing like a neon sign. Scientists have recorded cuttlefish producing rippling bands of color that hypnotize prey, almost like a strobe light flickering across their skin. Here's the kicker. Cuttlefish are colorblind. They can't even see the world in the way they display it. Somehow, their skin sees more than their eyes do, responding directly to light and surroundings in ways we still don't fully understand. A predator approaches, and the cuttlefish vanishes, melting into its environment. A crab passes, and the cuttlefish flashes stripes like warning signals before darting forward in a sudden burst. Watching one is like watching a magician who never reveals their secrets. But while the cuttlefish is a master of disguise, number 8 takes transformation to another level. This is the animal whose very name means to change. Number 8. The chameleon. We all know the chameleon, or at least we think we do. Popular culture paints it as the ultimate camouflage artist, blend into a leaf, vanish into a tree. But the truth is far more extraordinary. For chameleons, color is not just concealment, it's communication. When two males face off, they ignite their skins into bright neon yellows, fiery reds, or shimmering blues. A duel of colors before the first bite is ever taken. When courting, a male may turn dazzling to impress a female, his skin glowing with promises of strength and vitality. And when calm, their colors soften to earthy greens and browns, melting back into their environment. The secret lies in their skin, a lattice of nanocrystals that can rearrange, reflecting light differently. Instead of pigments shifting, they bend light itself, sculpting color from physics. Picture it, a panther chameleon in Madagascar clinging to a branch. In a moment, it glows turquoise, then deep crimson, then emerald green. It's not a creature changing color. It's a living prism. Unlike the quiet camouflage of the glasswing butterfly, the chameleon's message is bold. See me, hear me, fear me. But boldness reaches another level at number 7. This next creature is not trying to hide, and it's not trying to fight. It's simply existing in full, outrageous, painterly glory. Number 7. The painted bunting. Imagine you're walking through the woodlands of the southern United States. A flash of movement catches your eye. And then, your breath catches too. Perched on a branch is the painted bunting, a small songbird whose plumage looks less like feathers and more like a painter's palette spilled onto a canvas. Its head gleams deep indigo blue. Its chest blazes scarlet red. Its back radiates bright chartreuse green, fading into a golden belly. It's as if someone dipped their brush into every vivid hue they could find and decided to color one bird with all of them. Early European settlers who first saw the bunting couldn't believe their eyes. They called it a bird painted by God. Even today, birdwatchers treat sightings like glimpsing a treasure chest come alive. But the bunting's beauty is double-edged. It has made the species a target for illegal trapping and trade, especially in Central America, where its song and colors are highly prized. In the wild, these birds often remain hidden in thickets, shy and secretive, showing themselves only for a fleeting moment, like a jewel glimpsed before it vanishes. For those lucky enough to see one, the sight lingers like a dream. Yet even this painted rainbow is humbled by number 6, a butterfly so radiant it doesn't just shine, it glows with physics itself. Number 6, the blue morpho butterfly. Step into the rainforests of Central and South America. Light filters through the canopy, speckling the jungle floor, and suddenly, the forest explodes with blue. The blue morpho butterfly, with wings spanning nearly 8 inches, floats past like a shard of living sapphire. The brilliance is so intense it looks unreal, like someone held up a pane of stained glass against the sun. But here's the secret. That dazzling blue isn't pigment, it's structure. Millions of microscopic scales cover the wings, layered in such a way that they bend and scatter light. The result is structural coloration, where only the brightest, purest blue reaches your eyes. Tilt the angle, and the color shifts or disappears. It's like looking at a hologram. From one angle, blinding blue. From another, dull brown. The underside of the wings, perfectly camouflaged for resting in the shadows. When dozens of blue morphos rise together, the forest becomes a cathedral of light. Each butterfly a flicker of stained glass moving through the air. To predators, this flickering is confusing, a storm of flashes impossible to follow. To us, it's mesmerizing, almost spiritual. And yet, as breathtaking as the blue morpho is, it's still just the halfway mark in our countdown. Because from here onward, the creatures grow stranger, more dramatic, and more unbelievable. Number 5, the fire salamander. The forest is damp, the ground slick with moss and leaves after a storm. From under a rotting log creeps a creature painted as if by fire itself. Black skin splashed with bright yellow, sometimes orange, sometimes red. Irregular spots and stripes, like flickers of flame on dark coals. This is the fire salamander, found across Europe, and its appearance is no accident. Those fiery markings aren't decoration. They are a warning. Don't touch. Don't taste. The fire salamander secretes potent alkaloid toxins through its skin. Chemicals strong enough to cause numbness, spasms, even death in predators reckless enough to try a bite. The boldness of its pattern is nature's billboard. Danger, danger, danger. For centuries, people believed these salamanders weren't just resistant to fire. They were born of it. Medieval folklore claimed they could walk through flames unharmed, even extinguish fires with their bodies. In some European coats of arms, salamanders appear as symbols of endurance and protection against destruction. Today, we know the truth. The salamander doesn't survive fire, but it does survive in another way. It thrives in the shadows, emerging only at night, a flash of warning colors on the damp forest floor, like a living ember, glowing faintly in the dark. If the salamander burns with painted flame, then number 4 dazzles like living lightning. Number 4. The peacock. The sun is setting in India. A bird steps into the clearing, dragging behind it a tail that seems to hold the very sky. The peacock fans its feathers, and suddenly, the forest turns into a cathedral of light. Each feather is crowned with an eye, a perfect circle of turquoise, emerald, and gold. Together, they form a fan so breathtaking it has inspired poets, artists, and emperors for centuries. Ancient cultures saw the peacock as a symbol of immortality, its eyes representing the heavens watching over us. But science reveals an even deeper marvel. The peacock's colors aren't from pigments, but from microscopic crystal-like structures within the feathers. These structures bend light, splitting it into shimmering iridescence that shifts as you move. From one angle, a feather glows green, from another, blue. The result is a natural kaleidoscope of impossible radiance. And why such extravagance? For love. The peacock's flamboyant display is a courtship ritual, a message to the peahens. Look at me. I'm strong. I'm healthy. I'm worthy. Only the fittest males can maintain such lavish tails, a burden and a blessing rolled into one. It is beauty as survival, art as evolution. But if the peacock is nature's stained glass window, number 3 is nature's graffiti. Wild, electric, psychedelic. Number 3. The nudibranch. Beneath the tropical waves, crawling slowly across coral reefs, lives a creature so flamboyant it seems unreal. The nudibranch. These sea slugs, yes, slugs, come in thousands of varieties, each dressed in colors so outrageous they look hand-painted by a neon-obsessed artist. Electric blues, blazing oranges, spiraling stripes, even patterns that resemble living lava lamps. Why such flamboyance in a creature with no shell, no speed, and no claws? Because it doesn't need them. Nudibranchs are toxic, and their colors shout it loudly. Danger. Stay away. Some even incorporate toxins or stinging cells stolen from the prey they eat, weaponizing themselves in ways that would make a superhero jealous. But there's another twist. Many nudibranchs are translucent, their insides visible through their glowing skins. You can sometimes see their digestive system coiling inside, like organs floating in liquid light. They are, in every sense, living art pieces, abstract, bizarre, and mesmerizing. Divers who encounter nudibranchs often describe the experience as stumbling into another world, one where biology and imagination blur. And yet, even these psychedelic sea slugs can't outshine number 2, a bird that looks like someone carved a rainbow into feathers. Number 2, the paradise tanager. High in the Amazon canopy, a song rings out. Tiny, sweet, almost delicate. Then a flash of motion, and your eyes widen. The paradise tanager is small, barely 5 inches long, but its plumage is a riot of colors so vivid they make a painted bunting look muted. Its head glows turquoise blue. Its throat blazes yellow. Its wings gleam emerald green. Its rump, bright scarlet red. Unlike iridescent birds like the peacock, the tanager's hues aren't tricks of the light. They're pigments, real, tangible color molecules embedded in the feathers. The kind of hues you could grind down and smear on a painter's palette, and they'd still look fluorescent. It's hard to believe a creature so dazzling can hide at all. Yet in the endless foliage of the Amazon, paradise tanagers vanish almost as easily as they appear. For locals, their sudden flashes of color are like seeing a jewel flutter across the forest. A brief blessing, gone as quickly as it came. The tanager shows us the rainforest in miniature. Vibrant, fragile, and impossible to forget. But if this bird is a flying rainbow, our final animal, number 1, is something stranger, something ghostly. Number 1, the glass frog. The rainforest at night is alive with sound, chirps, croaks, rustling leaves. You shine your flashlight on a leaf, and there it is, the glass frog. At first, it seems ordinary, small, green, perched on a broad leaf with bulbous eyes staring back at you. But then you look closer, and you see something that shouldn't be visible. Its skin is so translucent you can see right through. Its bones, its organs, even its tiny beating heart. This isn't camouflage in the traditional sense. Scientists believe the transparency helps it blend in, making the outlines of its body dissolve into the leaves beneath it. To a predator, it's almost invisible. To us, it's otherworldly, like holding a piece of living glass. Some species are so clear, you can track the blood pumping through their veins. It's as if nature decided to paint not on the surface, but on the inside. And in that fragility lies its power. Unlike the blazing salamander or the flamboyant peacock, the glass frog mesmerizes not by shouting for attention, but by whispering, "Look closer. See what lies beneath." So, what have we seen? From the fiery blaze of the salamander, to the cathedral light of the peacock, to the neon slugs of the sea, to the rainbow flash of the tanager, and finally, to the ghostly transparency of the glass frog. Each animal tells a story of survival, some shouting, "Don't touch me," others dazzling mates, others blending into invisibility. Together, they remind us of a truth too often forgotten. Nature is the greatest artist. Its canvases are alive. They move, they breathe, they sing, they survive. Every feather, every stripe, every iridescent shimmer is evolution's brush stroke, perfected over millions of years. And perhaps that's the real wonder. Art is not only something humans make, it is something the earth has always made, painted in living masterpieces all around us. So the next time you walk through a forest, dive into the ocean, or simply look up at the sky, pause, look closer. Because somewhere nearby, perhaps perched on a branch or hiding beneath a leaf, another masterpiece is waiting. A reminder that the world itself is a gallery, and we are lucky enough to walk through it.